business.
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground!
Is that Vice Principal Strickland?
Mother never could keep little Gerald out of her clothes.
What are these?
My editorial trophies.
Cat Lovers Quarterly.
It's legitimate journalism.
Would you mind if I stepped out for a minute? I just remembered a video I've got to return.
Do you have to go? I get so few visitors these days.
But...
And I'd hate to have to tell my brother, your vice principal in charge of discipline, how rude you were to me. Especially with graduation coming up and all.
Man, she keeps it hot in here.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. Then don't touch anything.
Juveniles collide with manure truck. Nice picture. Hey, mind if I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead, dear.
Rebuilt in February 1932. So the fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you. I told you not to touch those!
Miss Strickland, about your tea. You forgot to turn on the...
You! It's spelled with a U! You illiterate vandal!
That tea's never gonna boil. Miss Strickland lost that shoe on the day the speakeasy burned down, and I know that was sometime in 1932, but I've got to get more specific than that if I'm gonna find Doc.
Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ms. Pretty Whiskers is very particular about who handles her food.
I'm not leaving until I find Doc somewhere in those newspapers. I didn't even know they gave out trophies for Best Litter Columnist. Marshall Strickland.
My grandfather, gunned down by Mad Dog Tannen over 100 years ago.
That's not how I remember it. Excuse me, Miss Strickland? Don't let me keep you from your business.
I told you not to touch those!
That tea's never gonna boil. Mind if I take a look?
Go ahead, dear.
Rebuilt in February 1932. So the fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
I told you not to touch those!
I don't want to record them right now. I think I'd better save this for Doc. Not sure what that... Not sure what that... Sure what that... Not sure what that... Not sure what that... I don't think that picture's gonna do anything but confuse people. After all the trouble I went through getting this thing, there's no way I'm letting it out of my sight. After all the trouble I went through getting this thing, there's no way I'm letting it out of my sight. After all the trouble I went through getting this thing, there's no way I'm letting it out of my sight.
What?
Marty?
Ah! Jeez, they all look like they've got sticks up there.
What's that?
Nothing. Rebuilt in February 1932. So the fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
I told you not to touch those!
Rebuilt in February 1932. So the fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date. The candy looks older than I am.
I told you not to touch those!
The candy looks older than I am. Miss Strickland? So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
Don't let me keep you from your business. Miss Strickland? I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. Yeah, I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Don't let me keep you from your business. That tea's never gonna boil. Jeez, they all look like they've got sticks up there.
What's that?
Nothing.